Hey there guys, Joegabe here, and no, this is not Terraria, it is Minecraft. I've been getting some requests to do some Minecraft Let's Plays, and I figured I'd start a series up again. I had one before, but didn't get a lot of feedback or views, and I'm going to be using Fraps for this. If you don't recognize the recording up in the top, give that a try, and put a random seed in here. See what we get from that. Structures on, done, okay, create. So yeah, I haven't played Minecraft in a while. The last time I played it really was just on my friend's server, and I built a town. And that's about it there. So, it has been some time. Ooh, well, I do like spawning in a forest. Oh wait, no. I forgot the counter doesn't show up in the rendered video. I haven't used Fraps in a long time. And it doesn't look like it's lagging too much, so that's awesome. Oops, let me check my settings. Normal, okay, good. So yeah, when I was asked if I played Minecraft or did Minecraft things, got excited because it's like, yeah, I used to, but I didn't get a lot of views. Actually, I'm gonna I will be forever hitting escape. Oops, to open up my inventory because of Terraria. I'm actually gonna make a wooden sword quick so I can start getting food. Oops. Oops. Damn. Wow. Isn't that what it is? Sticking. Oh. Durr. And we'll make an axe just to get this process going a wee bit quicker. Where's that pig? Give me your pork. Or nothing? Fine, screw you. You, give me food. God, they run really quick now. You? These are all like meatless pigs. There we go. Just walking pink balloons. There we go. Now we're talking. Give me some food. Actually, I'm gonna build my house in this area here. Unless I can find some hills. I've always liked to build by hills, closer to mines and stuff like that. Hills or streams. Ever since I was little, I've always loved streams. Even in video game, there's a stream I like to go by it. So every time it would rain, we live across from a field, and so the field would drain when it got filled from a big rainstorm, and there's a ditch running along the side of our property, and the field would drain into that ditch. And every time after a big rain, like if it was pouring, my little brother and I, we couldn't wait till it was done raining, and then we'd go outside and we'd walk from the top of the ditch and all the way down into the woods. And my grandparents there's a waterfall down in the woods. We always build dams and stuff like that in there. It's so much fun. Now that we're older and probably more stupid, we wait for it to turn winter, and if there's a lot of snow melt and then it gets cold, we'll go down and the whole thing is frozen over, and we just walk on the ice and see who can fall through first and hope we don't get like frostbite or hypothermia or any of that fun stuff. Yeah, it's fun. Hopefully not to slip and fall down the waterfall either. But it's like, I love the outdoors. I always have. I'm an outdoorsy person. It's like I'm waiting for it to snow now here in New York so I can actually go skiing finally. I want to go skiing really bad. It's just like it gets cold, and then it'll warm up. And it'll get warmer. And it'll be like, yeah, it's gonna be sunny and warm for the next couple of days. It's like, it's December 15th. Where the hell is the snow? Christmas is in 10 days. I don't care if we don't have a white Christmas. I mean, it's nicer. But I want the snow so I can go skiing. Okay, screw if the ground is white for Christmas. I want it white on the hills so I can go flying down them and dodge little children. But no, I do a lot of camping, rock climbing, canoeing, and stuff like that. Oh, my axe broke. Damn. It's actually my most recent new outdoor thing I've done is canyoneering. And I'm a bit of a bigger guy. And the first canyon we went into, there was no rappelling. And if you don't know what rappelling is, it's like you're going down cliff sides. Like you rock climb up and then you rappel down. Oh, hello, creeper. We're not going over there. And to get into these canyons, you'd go into them and then you'd rappel down. It's like once you do one rappel, you got to finish the canyon to the end, because you're not going to be able to get back up that. Because we went out in Utah, and all the canyons out there are like completely sandstone. So you're not going to climb up sandstone too easily. There are ways you can like not lasso yourself, but there's different techniques you can do to get out of a canyon if you're in trouble. But it's just a lot easier to, well, in most cases, it's a lot easier to finish it. This one I'm talking about now, okay, so yeah, I'm a bit of a bigger guy, and they didn't tell me at the beginning of the canyon. It's like I went with my dad, ooh, pumpkins. Hey, ADD, how are you? Ooh, bird. I went with my dad, the scoutmaster from the troop my dad has now. Well, my dad's a scoutmaster now, and this man was a scoutmaster when I was in. So we went with him, his son, his son's friend, and his niece. So there was a good group of us, and we went out there, and everybody else is like relatively in shape. It's like I'm in shape. Round is kind of a shape, so I was just telling them that. And like you wouldn't think, like by looking at me at first, my size, that I am a really active, like outdoorsy person. Probably because of scouting, I would do hiking, and from the time I joined at 11, so when I got out, I got my Eagle, and I got out at 18. I had hiked close to 700 miles across the U.S., like all the way over to Colorado, Utah, up to Maine, down to Virginia. Like I do a lot of hiking, and so like you wouldn't guess that by looking at me. But anyways, back to the story. It's come here. So we go out, and this canyon is in the middle of nowhere. Like if they were to bring me out there and kind of like just shoot me because I owed money, no one would ever find me. The road to go down, okay, the sign pointing to where the canyon was like this broken down, like you see in the Old West movies. Yeah, that's what this was. It's a broken down sign hanging by like a chain link fence. And actually, to go with the stereotype, there was actually like a ram skull a little bit down the road. Not a ram, a cow, or some animal thing. And so the road out there is like 40 miles off of the main highway. Then we take a left turn. Down this left turn is another 30 miles to the canyon. And again, the entrance to the canyon is like this little dinky sign that you can barely see. And the sand is like blowing all the paint off of the lettering, so you didn't know what canyon you were going at. So we look in the guidebook, and I see it's like, oh, okay, so we've done this. My dad had done this. They'd gone a few years before and done this trip. So I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, the canyon's not bad. There's this one part at the end that's a little bit of a pinch, but you'll be fine. So it's like, oh, okay. So we go down through, and it's really cool. And we get to this, after the day, we get to this pinch, and I'm looking at this pinch, and it's like I can stick my hand, and the tip of my pinky and the tip of my thumb barely touch the walls. Like they can almost touch on both sides, so it's about, what, 9 inches, if that? It's like, okay, now we gotta go through this. It's like, whoa, no, okay. There's no way I'm getting through this. Like, oh, you have to, you can't go back. And so I was like, I could go back, but because there were no rappels on this one, but it would really suck. So they all just go through fine. I get up to it, and it's like, yep, too fat. So I had to shimmy up about 12 feet. Okay, an experience in itself. And then it's like, I'm up there and it's like, now you gotta come down. It's like, oh, you guys are assholes. And so I did get down, and then on the way out, I run out of water. So I am like on the verge, actually not on the verge of, I had heat exhaustion, and it eventually progressed to heat stroke. I couldn't walk 5 steps without having to stop and sit down because I was so tired. So yeah, horrible, horrible, horrible first experience, and but yeah, I still had a great time. That's ironic. And then we went out and did like further things, and they were not as bad. Like we went to Zion National Park, went to the Grand Canyon. It was really cool. But I would definitely do it again. Despite all the God, I keep doing that. All the complaining I just did. It was a really good trip though, and it's something like a lot of people have never heard of canyoneering. It's very dangerous. Like some of the canyons that you see people go in. Actually, if you're familiar with the Aaron Ralston story, the guy who got caught in a canyon and had his arm pinched. I was maybe 4 miles away from that canyon in this one we did called Egypt 3. This was the story I was just saying. That was Egypt 3. And it's like you can sit in there. Like I'm sitting in the canyon and then it's like, yeah, what's his face? Aaron Ralston, that canyon is like 3 miles down the road. We're going to do that one tomorrow. I didn't do that one. My dad and I took a break day, and we did a day hike instead. We did like a 10-mile day hike, which was awesome. We followed the trail down, and then when we came back, we followed the stream back. That was so much fun. But, so it's like, I'm sitting there in this canyon, and it's like, you know what? If you didn't tell anybody where you're going, kind of like he didn't tell anyone where he was going, you won't be found. It's like I'm sitting there in this canyon, it's just, you can't hear anything. Okay, I said how far away we were from the roads. It's, like you go, if you think you're better than nature, like people who think that they can outdo nature, go out west. Okay, go out and hike in the Rockies, because that is a very dangerous area. But it's also a very rewarding area, because like out in the Rockies, you're talking 10 to 14,000 foot peaks. You need to be down by noon, or else, the thunderstorms are going to come. And I actually got a really good story for that, but I will save that for next episode because I am getting this house built, and then we will cut it out there. If I can stop falling. Door quick. Need one more. No, my OCD says I can't do that. It's got to be on the outside. Come on. There we go. And there's just be a small little, well, not small, but I made it pretty big. Hut for the night. So I do have enough for a bed because I found those sheep. Just don't have a light source, so hopefully, I'm not positive if I absolutely needed one to go through the night, but we'll see. Okay, there's the bed. Maybe get my sword ready just in case. Okay, we're good. Well, I'm going to stop this episode here. We'll pick up next time. Hope you guys enjoyed my stories. I have plenty of stories, and looks like we've got an established little home here, and we'll go exploring further. Ha, die, zombie. Thanks for watching, guys.